Now, it's also critical to know from the outset what the goal of your production is. We've already established that in the broad sense, the goal must be to communicate to your audience. But communicate how and to what audience? Let's start with the first question. You can break most communication down to one of 5 categories: educate, entertain, inform, inspire, and persuade. Sure, there's some overlap between them, but chances are pretty good that your project should fit primarily into one of those 5 categories. And if you can identify which one is primary, it's going to be much easier to achieve your goal. If you're going into the project with a vague sense of your objective, at best you're going to get a vague, muddy result. So pick one of those, or even better, pick an even more specific goal. To convey a sense of what it was like to be a woman in 1950s America. To create empathy for a man falsely convicted and sentenced to death. To lighten the mood at the company meeting where we announce a bad quarter. To convince at-risk teenagers to practice safe sex. To teach highly skilled surgeons how to employ a new type of technology. And this brings us to the second half of the equation. Know your audience. Different audiences are going to respond to different content. So knowing who you're trying to reach, it's absolutely critical in determining how to direct the project that you're working on. Is your audience already well versed in the subject matter at hand? Or are you introducing them to a brand new world? Are you trying to reach a very small number of highly influential individuals? Or are you trying to reach every teenage girl in North America? The more narrowly you can define your audience, the better a job you'll be able to do in reaching them. If you're trying to make a movie to reach everybody, your chances are you're going to make something that's not going to be very appealing to anyone. Now, sure, there are exceptions that have had incredibly wide appeal across all 4 quadrants, but those are flukes. And assuming you're not making movies in Hollywood with hundreds of millions of dollars at your disposal, it's kind of foolish to try. There's nothing wrong with consciously limiting your audience. And for one thing, it makes it vastly easier to succeed at communicating effectively with them. But this has to be a choice. And the earlier in the process you decide this, the happier you're going to be. The better your project's going to turn out, and the more you're going to be able to measure your success so that you can improve your work the next time out. So if you're making a video to promote your company, or to pitch your Kickstarter campaign, or to commemorate a wedding celebration, or to illuminate an obscure mathematical principle, or to share memories with your friends, be very clear about who it is for. I promise you'll thank me later.